Have you heard about this?
It was a very coordinated effort.
The video shows a speedboat barreling toward the Carlsbad shore Saturday morning, eventually beaching itself on land.
First, I'm thinking how dangerous it was. There was no regard for public safety for surfers or people who were in the water at the time, or even on the beach.
A group of people run off the boat, heading into this Carlsbad Village neighborhood, where they're whisked away by SUVs that appear to be waiting for them.
We don't know who these people are. We don't know where they went or where they're going.
Local leaders are sounding the alarm, calling on state and federal officials to step up enforcement of illegal boat landings like this one on San Diego beaches.
The chaos at the border and the fact that many of these crossers know there will be no consequences here encourages this, and it makes our cities less safe.
They're calling for increased Coast Guard patrols and greater investment in equipment, personnel, and technology to monitor and intercept unauthorized vessels.
We must do better, and we must do better now.
From 2020 to 2023, according to Customs and Border Protection, maritime smuggling here in California has increased by 139% to nearly 740 reported incidents last year.
My real concern is human trafficking. What are they bringing in with them? What drugs, weapons, and who's on the terror watch list that's coming in via boats?
This should be a bipartisan issue. Should not be a left or right issue.
In fact, Democratic Congressman Mike Levin today called on House Speaker Mike Johnson to bring a maritime border security bill to the House floor for a vote, which would double the range in which CBP agents could operate to address migrants and other vessels arriving by water along our coast.
We need to enforce our immigration laws as opposed to just letting people come here illegally and then we don't do anything about it.
But that could be challenging, according to these local leaders, because of SB 54, that statewide legislation that currently forbids local law enforcement from working with federal agencies like ICE and Border Patrol on immigration enforcement.
Fox, a gruesome discovery in Pinellas County, where witnesses found this almost 14-foot gator with a body in its mouth this afternoon. This happened in the Ridgecrest community along 134th Street near Olberton Road. Fox 13's Justin Matthews is out there live for us tonight. And Justin, I know you've been out there all afternoon. You actually spoke to a witness who saw this and went to get help. What did he have to say?
Yeah, it's a terrifying story. The witness I spoke to says he saw this gator in the water, ran to this fire station behind me, not too far. It's only about 400 feet from where he saw that huge alligator.
I was on my way to a job interview, and I was always looking to the lake just, for fish and stuff, and I spotted the gator.
Jamarcus Bullard says he took a good look at it and noticed something was in the gator's mouth.
I noticed it had a body in its mouth, like a lower torso, so once I saw that, I ran straight to the fire department and got them. They confirmed it was the body.
Bullard says seeing something like that is surreal and tragic.
I thought it was fake. It was my first time seeing a gator in real life as well, so I was just like, it was pretty cool, but like once I saw what it had, I was like, is that like a mannequin body? It looked like it was pale and white.
After alerting the fire department, dozens of Pinellas County Sheriff's deputies and FWC officers got to the scene. A huge response along 134th Street North off of Olmerton Road in Largo. Skyfox overhead showing a large alligator on the ground. Investigators looking for answers. All of this in close proximity to a Head Start and a Boys and Girls Club.
All I keep thinking about is like all these little kids that go to school right behind me, and they come this way every single day.
Others who live nearby say they've seen some small alligators in the area before, but nothing quite like this. And in a place where there are a lot of pedestrians.
I mean, that it could have been anybody,
It's scary to think about. And Bullard says, with gators around, he's not going to be doing much walking in his neighborhood anymore.
I'm going to get me a bike or start catching a bus to work, because, they don't have any gates or anything like that. They got small little gates, but somebody dies.
This fox is infected with a deadly virus that can infect humans, known as the world's deadliest virus, with virtually 100% fatal rate. This is rabies. Rabies is a viral disease that causes encephalitis, or inflammation in the brain, in humans and other mammals, which is transmitted through the saliva of infected animals, usually through bites. Once inside the body, the virus hijacks the nervous system, traveling along the nerve to the brain, leading to neurological symptoms. Rabies, also historically known as hydrophobia, or fear of water, which often so severe that even the sight or sound of water can trigger intense anxiety and panic. Once clinical symptoms appear, rabies is virtually 100% fatal, with no effective treatment. Most cases are transmitted by dogs, which claims around 59,000 deaths each year, but this can be prevented if the victim is treated before the symptoms appear.
Ricky Rose, BMF wasn't your song, homie. You know who song that was for? You looking at him. Fat boy, I know you stink.
Are you sure nobody will find me here, Epstein? You're safe here, Puffy. Nobody knows about this place. Elvis, Princess Diana, JFK, they've all been here for decades. And I've been here since '96. Tupac, I thought I killed you dead. That's what I wanted everyone to think. So how'd you fake your death, Puffy? Fake my death? Why would I do that? That's the whole point of this place. Nobody will look for someone they think is dead. You gotta go, Puffy, before you bring unwanted attention. Go home, fake die, and come back. They don't have sleepovers and bleach our buttholes. And make love to each other? Ewy, Puffy. You're way too old for me.